Here we go in the spooky dark. It's match night. It's Sunderland versus Burton at the Stadium of Light. And yes, Phil Parkinson and his team welcome Nigel Clough and his team up to the Stadium of Light. Nigel Clough and Burton have 2 games in hand over Sunderland that are only 6 points behind. So it is really important that Phil Parkinson and the team can turn this around and start winning games of football at the Stadium of Light. Will Watmore start? Will Benji start? There are just a couple of questions we can answer before the match starts, and hopefully I'm going for a 3-1 home victory. I'm off to the pub to find Wincy. I'm sure he's in there somewhere, and hopefully, like I said before, Sunderland can take 3 points tonight, because it's not very nice tonight. It's been raining. It's only 9 degrees. It's a bit warmer than it was on Saturday, mind. Hopefully I'll have a dry bottom by the end of the night, and hopefully we'll have 3 points, and I'll catch you later at the match.
Went the other way.
Here we are outside the Burton away end. There's no Burton fans here whatsoever. We're kind of at the can zone. We're just outside the can zone.
It's about a pint, isn't it?
I know. What's your thoughts? What's your thoughts on the Hilton Hotel for a pint $4.90?
Joe 90.
Joe 90 a pint. It's Joe 90 a pint. It's a bit expensive. They're going to $4.90 a pint.
Should have glass on next time, Joe 90.
Joe 90 a pint, aye. What's the score going to be tonight, Wincy?
2-0.
2-0 who's going to score?
Watmore and Luke 09.
Luke 09's been moved further forward. McLaughlin's at right back. Watmore's come on, and Maguire is being dropped to the bench. I said 3-1, and I'm going to go for Watmore.
What more do you want?
What more do you want? What more goal? And Greg to get a brace. Is it a full moon? Greg to get a brace.
Moon there. Street lights looking for Burton.
Definitely not. I'm going to try and find a Burton fan, but it's really...
We'll have a look.
Burton fans are like £50 notes in my house, come really scarce.
Like gold dust.
Gold dust.
I hope we win tonight. I hope we win.
I made a deal with the one and only Dave the Rave. Dave, are you praying tonight for
yes,
good results?
I hope Sunderland win. I hope we get the result tonight. Like, we've got to start playing better than that in terms of 4 games, whatever I've seen. We're worse and play much better than all that.
What's the score prediction, Dave?
2-1 to Sunderland.
Who do you fancy the score?
Kim Mahone. I like Kim Mahone and that.
Right, definitely. It's on the bench. It's on the bench. What more starting? Kimmy Yoker's on the bench.
Aye.
So do you think definitely going to get 3 points tonight?
Aye, 3 points tonight, aye.
If we win, you're going to do a little rave beforehand?
Aye, get the rave on, get the
rave
on.
Nice one, Dave. Nice one. Enjoy, mate, enjoy. I made a deal with Mick. Mick, what's your thoughts on the night's match? What do you think the score's going to be?
Well, I think we might win about 2-0. I think with Watmore being on now, starting out, I think we might put a bit of difference into the team. So we'll just see how it goes from there, see what happens in the first half.
The big question now, one has to be what hot chocolate.
Not tonight.
Not for £2.50.
Not tonight. Not tonight.
After 19 minutes it was Sunderland 1, Burton 0, and now it's 1 apiece after 20 minutes. Unbelievable. They couldn't make it up. Yeah. They kick off, go straight down and score. They shoot, Burge saves it, parries it out, and they knock the ball straight in the back of the net. Defenders nowhere to be seen.
Lee Burge couldn't even save a dog ball.
I did say 3-1, so hopefully it's going to be 3-1. Here we go. I'm in the car. I can't even be bothered to do this video tonight. That has to be the worst match I've ever seen in my entire life as a Sunderland fan, watching a Sunderland side. That was absolutely embarrassing. It was pathetic. It was an absolute joke. What an absolute joke of a match that was tonight. You know, when Stuart Donald and Charlie Methven first appointed Phil Parkinson, you want to try and take something positive out of it. And you want to try and believe in what they believe in. You want to try and believe in the new manager. But you cannot believe in the unbelievable. Out of all of the managers the Sunderland fans out there wanted, there was a list, you know. Nobody at all wanted Phil Parkinson. to come to Sunderland football. And that was never their first choice, Phil Parkinson. He was the cheapest and easiest option to come to Sunderland Football Club. It's like the end of the world. This is the like the end of the world. If I didn't have two really nice kids to live for, there would be nothing to get up in the morning for. I'm not usually downbeat, I'm not usually miserable, I'm not usually sad, but that there was absolutely embarrassing. It was pathetic. Every single player in that pitch, and I'm going to give Luke O'Nien kind of a bye, and I'm going to give Watmore, because at least Watmore and Luke O'Nien looked like they were trying to do something. Phil Parkinson bringing Benji on with 10 minutes to go is absolutely criminal. It's disgusting. It's pathetic. It's garbage. Give the lad who scored the equalising goal on Saturday against Coventry at least 20 minutes on that football pitch. Give him a chance to get warmed up. Have a few shots. Do what he can do. 10 minutes, man. For fuck's sake. We're getting beat 2-1. And you bring him on. 10 minutes to go. I mean, even in the first 15 minutes, it was basically all Burton. And then we finally got control of the game a little bit. And Will Grigg won a penalty. And for me, I don't even think it was a penalty. But we scored. And I just said the most criminal thing you could possibly do after scoring a goal is switch off and let the opposition come back and equalise within a minute. It's absolutely embarrassing. It's pathetic defending. Even Burge in goal just parried it out. And I think it was Lynch who was trying to mark the guy who scored the goal, but it was just absolutely garbage. And then their second goal. I don't even know what was up with Lynch tonight. But let's face it, right? We've got Conor McLaughlin at right back, who took 2 knocks tonight, and he went off. He was never the same bloke. For me, 3 out of 10. You got Willis getting injections in his knee. And I said, after the Saturday's match, there's no way he's playing tonight. There's no way he's going to be able to play a game of football, having injections, taking those knocks against Coventry, and then coming off. He was hobbling around. He couldn't even run. He couldn't even stand up straight on Saturday. And he's playing today. Have we not got another fucking fit defender? Injections. Cannot walk straight. And he's playing 2 days later. And he got Lynch having injections in his back. You could tell he wasn't right tonight either. That was the worst bit of defending I've ever seen for a long time. Lynch, 4 out of 10. Willis, 4 out of 10. And that's being really, that's being nice. And Hume couldn't pass the ball. Not one good cross into the box. Give the ball away loads of times. And don't get me started with McGeady. Nice penalty. If the keeper dived the right way, he saved it. It wasn't a great penalty. He gave the ball away loads of times tonight as well. Maguire came on to absolutely no effect. Luke O'Nien and Watmore kind of tried, but Will Grigg, you know what it is? I'm not even going to fucking slag off Will Grigg. I'm going to slag off the tactics. What were our plan? What was the plan tonight? Was there any actual tactics at all tonight? Any plan? What was it? Hoofing long balls up to Will Grigg, who's slow. In the first, he's like a snail to begin with. And he's the smallest player on the pitch. Well, kind of. And their defenders were like 6'6" fucking brick shit houses. The defenders were absolutely massive. And we trying to hoof high balls over them to Will Grigg, who couldn't even run past them. Will Grigg never had a sniff tonight. Not one ball to his feet where he had a chance to have a shot. Being marked out of the game. And just, and Power Ledbetter as slow as... I watched one of their players run rings round Max Power. He must be really slow. Ledbetter's slow. Maguire came on. Like I said, it was just absolutely shite. It's embarrassing. The players aren't even putting a shift in. Not even trying. Seriously, they're not even trying to put a shift in on there. They don't deserve to wear the shirt. You know, when you think things could not get any lower, we go to an all-new low. This is an all-new low. Where's the next win going to come from? What's happened from the Tranmere match to this match? I cannot believe what's happened. Is it because we've lost Gooch? Is Gooch? I have no idea what I was watching tonight. Absolutely clueless. The players don't want to play for Sunderland Football Club, most of them. I'd say 9 out of 11 of those players weren't even interested in that match tonight. Phil Parkinson. Things have gotten worse since we've gotten rid of Jack Ross. Simple as. Since Jack Ross is gone, right? We expected a decent manager to come in. You know, people are saying your Phillips, your Keanes. You know, even give Kellen Phillips a chance. With your Roy Keanes. People even saying Sam Allardyce, he was never going to come. But nobody expected, really, Parkinson to turn up. We in defence and we're slow passing the ball around and we lose the ball. And we in midfield, we're slow passing the ball around and we lose the ball. Then we just hoof the ball high up into the air and hopefully it'll come down to someone like Luke O'Nien, Watmore or Grigg. The tactics are absolutely shocking. I can't see any light at the end of the tunnel. There's not a chance in the world we are going to get in the playoffs. Never mind automatic promotion. Absolutely not. This is going to be the worst season in the history of Sunderland Football Club. And I'm trying not to be angry. I'm trying not to swear. I've had a while since the match is finished. I'm trying to keep it PG. But it really is the end of the world. Sorry for the doom and gloom. I've only got one thing to look forward to, and that's going to bed. We'll see you later.